Hello and welcome to this special feature because we've got some fantastic players and former player playing in the Solidarity Challenge, which is for the WHO COVID-19 Response Fund. It's a virtual football celebrity tournament in which the stars will be playing eFootball PES2020. Representing United in the competition, we've got Scott McTominay, our box-to-box midfielder, and Louis Saha, our former goal scorer, France international. And we've got our two professional Pro Evo players, Eldridge and Kams. So a fantastic lineup. Kams is going to be coaching Louis Saha, and Eldridge, you're going to be coaching Scott. So let's begin. Eldridge, what a tournament it should be. We've got two fantastic lads representing the Reds.
It should be a great tournament. It will all be celebrities that will play the game, and yeah, it will be fun to watch because you don't know how well they play the game. So it's exciting to see what will happen, and especially now it's in balance mode because everyone with the team they use, it's all stats are about the same.
And for you, Kams, you're going to be coaching your French compatriot Louis Saha. You looking forward to that?
Yeah, of course. I'll try to give him some good tips for the games and for the charity tournament. But the most important, I think, is also to enjoy the tournament. So yeah, looking forward to do it.
And Louis, do you gain much? What's your level of ability, would you say, going into the tournament?
I'm relying on Kams really. I do. You have to be spot on and pretty much like indicate me every move, you know. But no, I think I would still give a bit of challenge to Mark. But I think Scotty, you have to really let me some kind of like advance, you know, or whatever advantage.
Well, we know Scotty is a big gamer. He's very good as well. Scott, you represented United in a tournament recently, actually. How much are you looking forward to this one and working for what will be a great cause?
Yeah, of course. That's first and foremost. It's for a great cause, and everybody coming together to make it happen has been amazing. And it's a pleasure for obviously me and Louis to be a part of it. So no, we're very much looking forward to it. But I'll try and go easy if I can. I'm not very good either, so
you have to respect. You have to respect your elders.
Yeah. My dad won't be too happy about that, so I've got to respect my elders. No, hopefully it'll be a good game. Hopefully we'll have some fun. It'll be enjoyable to watch as well. So no, I'm very much looking forward to it.
Yeah, I mean, we'll come on to that first game in a minute. You're drawn to play each other, so it'll be a really good rivalry. Before we talk more about the game, though, Scott, you're back in training, aren't you? So how's that all going? I mean, this will be a nice break from you from the training and getting ready for matches. But how has the start or the return to training gone for you so far?
Yeah, of course. Like whenever lockdown was happening, it was a good 2-3 month period. It was so difficult, you know, staying at home and not seeing friends and family and obviously your teammates and the coaching staff as well. So just to be back in training with the lads has been such a pleasure, and obviously just getting to work every day and focusing on hopefully upcoming matches, which everybody in the world is hoping is going to lift the mood and brighten up everyone's day. So no, it's exciting times in terms of football, and hopefully we can get it back going as soon as possible.
How much are you missing the football, Louis?
Yeah, I do. To see the emotion, the actual interaction, you know, the see the rivalries and all those things. You know, I'm fed up with the archives. You know, really, it's we're done with this. It's all about the safety as well now. So making sure that the boys can really enjoy and make us enjoy, but it's not about like getting those guys out there and feel frightened about anything. So because they all have like families and all that, so all those things are in play here. So I enjoy seeing the emotion and all that need to be expressed in the best way. So football is a very, very big part of my life, and I hope to see those guys enjoy and make us dream again, because I think, especially if you're a fan of United, we were doing so well. You could see the spirit of the boys were being lifted the last few weeks, and to stop that, I think it's a bit of a shame, but for the right reason, because health, as I said, was the most important. So he had to stop.
Yeah, 100%. Can you empathise with young footballers like Scott, you know, who just come into great form? He's regular in the United team now, and he's had a chunk of season taken away from him.
Yeah, the thing is, like, you know, when I had that a bit, you know, it's like not the level of stress because people died, you know, it's like it's a big moment for humanity, you know, it's like no joke. But when you feel like you had that when you had a big injury for 2-3 months, you're away and you see your teammates playing and all that, I felt like I had some part of my body was not operational because it was so difficult. It's basically hit and on a bigger scale because you actually shut everything. You know, you have nothing. You have no friends, no family, no interaction, no contact, no banter. As much as the Zoom and all those things virtual are good. Maybe only the esport has survived on that. But I think it was really tough and I think when you're young and you have all that passion and desire to compete, I'm old now. You know, it's fine. I've done it. So I had a condensed life of 15 years, let's say, with my career. So it was actually good for me to actually rest because I was traveling a lot and do a lot of things. Where I think when you have like that kind of form and energy and drive to win trophy and to win games, it's really frustrating. So I can feel for Scott and the boys.
Yeah, we can wait to see him back. You're right, though, Louis. Esports has been able to continue during lockdown, and hence tournaments like this are a great thing for us to get involved with. So tell us a bit about the tournament then, Eldridge. You mentioned about the stat balance mode and things. So tell us what we can look forward to in the tournament.
I'm looking forward to Scott winning this time.
You know what?
He's one of the five.
Yes. Nah. I will make him the favorite.
Oh my God! It's going to be a formality.
Yes. It's going to be a formality. He's going to win. It's easy. Come on. I saw him play, and I saw him play against Inter, and he even used the basic formation. So he has the skills. Come on. So he should be able to do it. But I'm looking forward to it, especially with some of the celebrities playing. And Griezmann, he's a well-known player that he loves to play PES. He plays it a lot. He played against Kams recently, so Kams already knows a bit of his level. But yeah, it should be fun to watch. It will be a knockout system, if I'm correct. So with luck, you can just go to the final and win the entire thing. And especially now with the balance mode, like the last time when Scott lost, he played with United against Inter, and Inter is a stronger team in the normal mode. But right now with the balance mode, Manchester United can win against Inter. So, for example, so that's why it's important that it's in balance mode, and also use of
What is the balance
cameras.
mode?
The balance mode is a mode where players' skills are a bit lower. So, for example, if Messi in normal mode, his rating is 94, but when you use him in normal mode, it's 87. Instead balance mode, it's 87, because to make it more equal and more balanced between all the teams. So, for example, United is equally as good as, for example, let's say Newcastle United in the game. While in normal mode, United is much better than Newcastle United. So that's something you have to think about with this balance mode.
And interestingly enough, Lou, we'll come on to it in a minute. It can boost certain players' stats, and a player you wouldn't think would be really effective in the game can be. But just to go on to some of the celebrities playing, I mean, there's a strong French representation, actually. Both Kams and Louis will already know. Blaise Matuidi, he's involved. You mentioned Griezmann. Robert Pires is going to play. Yaya Touré, African, yes, but spent a lot of his time in France. And some other big names as well will be involved. I mean, Mo Farah, an absolute legend on the track. Scott, it's going to be a tough competition, isn't it?
I'm ready. I am ready. Hearing them names now, that's me now. Louis, I'm
Yeah, but listen, Scott. Hey, there is like a massive pressure, you know. I used to struggle with opponent where I think that I was on top, you know. Listen, you never know. Pressure, you know. May I switch? I don't know how I could do that, but I I can bug your remote control, my friend.
Some clack clack.
Scott, that last tournament that Eldridge mentioned, you were very unlucky losing on penalties, weren't you? What did you learn from that tournament, perhaps, that you can take into this one?
The biggest thing that I learned was to press start at the very start of the game, change my buttons so then they're the right buttons, and then win. that was the most important thing that I noticed.
You can keep that.
Other than that, Eldridge, we were set up to win.
Exactly.
We were set up to go and win. So no, but being serious, probably just concentrating, because as soon as my head went, my buttons were different, and just concentration. So hopefully some big names in this competition, and hopefully Lou doesn't teach me a lesson.
You're playing all the time.
I'm on the play. To be fair, a lot of my friends are on the PlayStation, so I speak to them a lot throughout lockdown. It was good to keep in touch with them, other than on Zoom and different things like that. So, not every night, but if I've got something to play, then the majority of the time my friends are already on. So,
but Kams, we mentioned earlier about how certain players can be boosted. You've actually played with some of our academy players, haven't you?
Yep.
So tell us about that experience, who you played with, and how certain academy players are secret weapons in the game.
Totally, exactly. There is also some kind of unknown players because they are, as you said, on the youth academy, and it's the case, for example, for Dimani Miller. Dimani Miller is a youth academy player. He's not known, but the thing is, in the game, his stats, as O'Neill said, are balanced. So he will be like quicker. He will have a little bit of finishing. And that's some kind of players that opponent won't expect him to be good, but at the end he's a total beast, and that's why he's actually on our main team. He's starting the game with the other one, Rashford and Greenwood, Marshall, and all his teammates. So yeah, we can have also some key players that the opponent doesn't expect, and they can be very good, and we love him actually.
I'm expecting Scott to be good. He's on the cover of the game. His in-game player must be very good.
Yeah, totally. We actually use him because we like his playing style. He's like a box-to-box player, and we love this style. He's tall, not that quick, but he's everywhere on the field. He can steal the balls to the opponents, and he's physical also. So he's always pushing the opponent, and that's the kind of player that we need definitely in the midfield. So we are using him
in the real game. That Scott.
It's the same. I think he's the same in the game and in real life.
And the way the tournament works, it's going to be fascinating to see how the knockout stages unravel. So Eldridge, you're coaching Scott. You've had some time coaching before. So what sort of things are you going to sort of explain to Scott or coach him about, which he can maybe do differently this time to help him go on and win this tournament?
The tip is use quick short passes. Like it's his style. He uses it. I saw it when he played against Inter, so he should keep playing like that. One more tip is to score easily. Not always, but most of the time, shoot in the short corner. It's very overpowered. Most of the times, keepers, the opponents don't use the goalkeeper who you play against, so you will probably score like 80% of your chances if you shoot in the short corner. Other than that, just play your game.
Cam, how are you going to coach Louis? What will you do to help him?
I think he's like the underdog in this situation, even if it's a funny tournament. But for me, the most important when he starts the game is like to always have a wide vision of all of his players. Like you can give do always sure passes. Like if you have an option, do it. And just try to win some meters on the field by just doing simple passes, just control pass. The hardest part on the game is to play simple, and I think it's the same on the real football. But yeah, just do this, and the balance I think is to play for your type of player that hasn't been played for the game during maybe 6 months. As you told me, you didn't touch a controller. But you can play like in a 4-4-2, a flat 4-4-2, with like 2 CMF and 2 wingers and 2 center forwards.
So that's when, Louis, I think Kams will help you choose the best players for the formation, because you might think, well, Paul Pogba will be my starting centre midfielder, but it might not necessarily be the case in stat balanced mode. There might be a better fit. I mean, I don't know, Kams, Pogba might be the man anyway in there, but you'll be able to explain more to Louis.
He's a great player, but with the formation, with the 4-4-2, maybe it's better to have like Matic and the McTominay next to him in the middle, and in the wings maybe having someone like on the right wing, maybe having someone like Chong, and on the left wing having someone like I'd say maybe Mata for his passing. He's a left. He has the post. I think he can play here. So maybe Mata. He's not that quick, but he will be efficient in his passing abilities. So yeah.
Martial, you would say, for example, Louis, as a super sub, because he's got that attribute. So Martial would always be one of your first subs brought on if you need a goal.
Yeah, exactly. He gets a boost. The thing with super sub is when you bring him on from the second half, his normal stats get a boost. You won't see it in the stats reflected, but in game you notice it. That when you use him from the start or when you use him coming on the pitch in the second half, he will be a bit quicker, a bit stronger, easier to score. So
those are the little things that Louis, you'll be coached by Kams. Scott's had some of that learning already, but when it comes to the game itself, Scotty, how much are you looking forward to playing against Louis, our former United legend here?
Oh, legend! So that's why I'm very excited, because if I win, I've got to be careful. I've got to be careful with what I say. But no, I'm very excited. The goals that he scored, and he was an absolutely amazing player. I loved watching him whenever I was growing up, and it's surreal, playing against somebody like him. And for me, I'm just very excited, and hopefully it'll be a very interesting game.
And Louis, yeah, you are the underdog, but I bet you'd love to cause an upset, wouldn't you? Of course,
that's the aim. I think this is an amazing opportunity. If it's a 5, I have nothing to lose, as everyone expects me to get kicked. So it's gonna be fun. I think as I will listen to every advice, play short passes, making sure that I observe him. I may play in the formation 8-1. I don't know.
Yeah. Brilliant stuff. Well, we can't wait to see Scotty back on the pitch, that's for sure. But in the meantime, the viewers can watch both Scott and Louis in the tournament. You can keep a track on how they are doing on all the official platforms. And all that's left to say is the very best of luck to both Scott McTominay and to Louis. You've got a few days left to be coached by Kams and Eldridge now, so I hope you take on board all their tips. And the very best of luck, guys.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good luck, guys.
It's important that we win, because otherwise Kams will be annoying to deal with. So we have to win.
Yeah, that's that battle between Kams and Eldridge.
Yeah, exactly. So it's against Scott against Louis, but behind the scenes it's O'Neill against Kams. So.
Yes, but be aware also that the tips that we give to Louis and O'Neill's gives to Scott can be used for both of you guys. So
yeah, exactly.
They are useful tips for everybody, so everybody can use them.
Kams, don't worry, brother. I've noted everything that you've said to Louis is noted up here. I've written it down. So while I kept moving the camera, I was writing stuff down.
Yeah, but me, I'm old school, so it's long balls and stuff. So it's different.
Exactly, it's working.
Hard tackles. Oh my days! I'm looking forward to the game. So.
Yeah, you all are, definitely. Can't wait to see it.
I'm panicking. I'm thinking.
Pressure is on.
Pressure's on.
We hate to lose. Oh la la.
Great stuff.
Yeah,
Right.
I
Good
just
luck,
don't
everybody.
want to.
Thank you.
Just one thing, Scott. You cannot go out in the first round again. Really.
Eldridge,
What?
man, come on, you need to cut me a little bit of slack, please. Just cut me a little bit of slack, brother, because that was it was a one-off. It was a one-off. Shasha,
I think you have to go to the ask Bife, my friend, straight away. Straight away. If you lose, it's like ask Bife, my friend, straight.
All right, man.
Okay, take care, guys.
Thank you
Cheers.
very much,
Take care,
fellas.
guys.
Take care.
Thank you.
See you in a bit.
Thank you. Bye.
Cheers.